Oh, hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, I'm just going to divert very, very slightly to what we usually talk about on this channel, guys, away from politics, away from the bullshit of this country. I want to talk to you very, very briefly about the football. I've just got around to finishing the Champions League game over on Amazon Prime, Liverpool versus PSG. And we have been knocked out by PSG, the French of all people. I mean, Christ on the bike, if you have to lose to anybody, don't let it be the French. I mean, Christ on the bike. The French are renowned, historically renowned, for laying down their arms and surrendering, surrendering to outside forces historically across the board. And we have to get knocked out by them. It leaves a very, very sour taste in my mouth. Anyway, we lost 4-1 on penalties. Not very good penalties. We were the better team even. Over 90 minutes, we had some good shots on target, a couple of good blocks from PSG, etc. But yeah, it does sting. As a Liverpool supporter, our bread and butter as fans are the European Cup and the league title. The league title we have more or less won already from Arsenal, who are way behind, 15 points I think it is now. But I really wanted to have this Champions League this season. I really did. Not just to shovel more shit into Manchester United fans' faces. I do apologise to my subs who aren't Man United fans. But to see you lot down in the dumps as you are, way down the league table, and we are just about to equal your league title total, no more 20 times chanting, it does fill me even with so much glee. But alas, this is not a football-based channel. I do apologise. I just wanted to get this out of my system because I don't have very many friends who are football fans, and my missus couldn't give two shits, so I'm afraid you guys bear the brunt of my whinging. What do I want to talk to you about initially, guys? Minus my demonetization, by the way. I had an email from YouTube this morning saying I've been demonetized through reused content, I think it was. I think it was to do with my shorts that I've been putting out, and I have been monetizing them, so I suppose it is partly my fault. But even still, I'm amazed my monetization lasted as long as it did, especially considering the type of content I pump out to you guys about immigration and very sort of race-baited and religion-based content. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. I don't even know why I'm moderating my language anymore. I'm not monetized, so I can say what the fuck I want within moderation. So it don't really matter, does it? What I really want to say to you guys tonight is about the Rupert Lowe situation that I posted about, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. I stipulated to you guys that he was accused of bullying people, personally bullying people. Zia Yusuf is one who is like 35, 40 years old, and Rupert Lowe is like 70 years old, which is absolutely embarrassing and emasculating in itself. It now transpires it's not Rupert Lowe. Rupert Lowe, excuse me, guys. I've had a couple of drinks. I do apologise for my slurring of words. It's not actually Rupert Lowe personally, but it was his office that was bullying people, and supposedly his office that beat up this Labour MP, which, by the way, I forgot to mention when I did put on my initial video, this Labour MP sat on this accusation for 3 months. Just put that into fucking context, guys. He sat on the accusation of a Reform member beating up a Labour MP for 3 months. If this was indeed true, Labour would be on that instantly, within 24 hours, to smash down Nigel Farage, smash down Lee Anderson, smash down Rupert Lowe, smash down the whole shebang. Within 24 hours, they would not sit on it for 3 months, which it indeed stipulates that it is all bullshit. It does stand to reason that my initial point was on point. Nigel Farage wanted him out personally, and they pinned these accusations on Rupert Lowe personally, simply to force him out. Now, Rupert Lowe is not a poor man. He has got a few quid in the bank. He owns farms. He has been the manager of, the chairman of Southampton in his time. He does have a few quid in his back pocket. So if I was Rupert Lowe, I would take Nigel Farage and Reform UK to court for slander, because these accusations are not true. With every single passing day that has happened since these accusations have come about, the story has consistently changed. At one point, it was Rupert Lowe. The next point, it was his office. The next point, it was his staff. The next point, it was Steve Jones from Darwin Street, just down the road. It is horseshit. Like I stipulated in my last video, I'm not going to go over old ground, guys. But Nigel Farage and Zia Youssef wanted Rupert Lowe out. And the reason being, he was very popular. If anything, he was probably more popular than Nigel Farage himself. And I still stick to my guns. I stand by what I said. Nigel Farage is all about Nigel Farage. Forget the party, forget his members, forget his MPs. It's all about him. They need to get rid of Zia Youssef, who bought his way into the chairman chair. If you ask me, he made a sizable donation to the party and all of a sudden he's the chairman. I mean, who ever heard of Zia Youssef before he got the chairman chair of Reform UK? I didn't. Did you? He bought his way into that, and Nigel Farage is far too egotistical to be a leader of a political party, if you ask me. That's not to say that they won't walk the next general election. I still do think that they will walk the next general election. I have no doubt about it, to be honest, because the British public have no other alternatives to vote for. People have lost trust in the Conservatives. Conservatives are finished. And it's going the same way for Labour. Even Labour voters are turning their backs on Keir Starmer, Rachel Reeves, Angela Rayner, that gin-fueled harpy. They are all gone. There is no other alternative. What's the other alternative? SNP, the Liberal Democrats, and the, what's the other one? SDP, I think it's called. I've no idea. UKIP. The two small parties, they don't have the reach of reform. They don't have the reach of Nigel Farage. He is a great orator. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry guys, again, I've had a couple of drinks, so I'm a bit slurry, a little bit woo, a little bit wild, a little bit tasty. He is great at speech. He's great at speeches. Yeah. Shut up, Daniel, for fuck's sake. You're making a tit of yourself. Anyway, guys, I'm pretty sure you understand my point here. So, in a nutshell, it's not Rupert Lowe anymore, it's his office. It's not his office, it's his staff. It's not his staff, it's somebody else. It all chops and changes. You keep your eye over the next few days on the newspapers, on news articles, and you will see the story chopping and changing with each passing day. They must think we're stupid, they must think we're retarded, I don't know. They must think they're safe in the notion that they know that the British public will vote for them, and Nigel Farage is quite safely sat in number 10, metaphorically, within 4 years' time. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they need pushing. Maybe they need another party to push them to the fucking extreme. Maybe they need another party to slap them in the face and say, look, this is how it's done, and people will move on to that. I don't know. You let me know what you think in comments, guys. I've had enough gibbering. I'm slurring and stuttering all over the place. I'm going to finish my drink, go to bed, and go to work tomorrow with a little bit of a hangover. So yeah, thanks a lot for indulging me, guys. I'm sorry to go on. I'm sorry to drone on. Bit pissed. And yeah, that's my video. And I'll see you when I see you. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, before I go, I'm not going to stop making content just because I'm not going to get any pennies for it. I make these videos, yeah, initially, the pennies were nice to help go towards utility bills and all that bullshit. But it's not the be-all and end-all. I make these videos simply to talk to you guys. That is the main reason. The monetization was just a little bit of a bonus. So yeah, you will hear from me in the very near future. It's just unfortunate that I'm not going to get paid for my cleverly veiled, slanderous remarks against a certain type and certain demographic of people. See you later, guys. Let me know if you think in comments, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.